Let's all start in a wide-legged child's pose. Sit your hips back to your heels. Extend your arms forward. Make this an active child's pose. By pushing the mat away with your hands, maybe your elbows come off the mat a little bit. And then allow your shoulders to relax and settle in. Allow your hips to settle into your heels. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Open your mouth and let it out. One more time, deep breath in through the nose. Open your mouth and let it out. Now breathe in and out only through your nose, cultivating that Ujjayi breath if you have it in your practice. Deep inhales through the nose, long exhales also through the nose, making an ocean-like sound. About 5 deep breaths here, leaving your Monday behind, leaving all your worries, to-do lists behind, and arriving on your mat for your practice. And then on your next inhale, move your hands all the way over to the right. Maybe your palms come off the mat, and maybe you want to place your left palm over your right hand to deepen the stretch on the left side of your body. Breathe into it. And then slowly walk your hands all the way over to the left side of the mat. Maybe your hands come off the mat, and you might want to place your right palm over your left hand to deepen the stretch on the right side of your body. And slowly walk your hands all the way back to the center and back to your knees, sitting up tall on your heels. Let's start class with one Om. Drop your shoulders, inhale. Lift your arms up, palms touch, gaze up at the thumbs. Exhale, palms come to heart center. Gently tuck your chin in. Exhale all the air out. Taking a deep breath in for the Om. Maybe taking a moment to set an intention for your practice, or maybe dedicating the practice to something or someone who needs it more than you. Gently open your eyes if you have them closed. Roll over onto all fours, coming into a tabletop. Your wrists are right underneath your shoulders, and your knees are right underneath your hips. Suck in your belly button and tuck your tail in just slightly to have that flat back. Now tuck your toes in. We're going to activate that core just a little bit to help with our stretches. Suck in your belly button and lift the knees up just 1 or 2 inches of the mat. Keep the engagement in your core, bear pose. Hold it here. Breathe for 5, 4. Keep pushing the mat away. Keep sucking in your belly button. 3, 2, 1. And release. Let's take a few cat cows on the inhale. Drop your belly. Lift your heart up. Lift your tail up like a happy cow. Exhale, round your back and push the mat away, gazing at your belly button, angry cat. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your tail, arching your back. Exhale, round your back and push the mat away, separating your shoulder blades here. 3 more like this with your own inhales and exhales. Exaggerate the movement, maybe pausing a little bit where you feel some tightness. And breathing A little bit more into places you want to. Exaggerate the movement in your neck and your tailbone as well, remembering that they are part of the spine. And then come back to a neutral tabletop, again with that core engaged. Inhale, lift your right hand all the way up, following the thumb with your gaze. Exhale, thread the needle right underneath your left armpit. Plant your right shoulder on the mat. Right palm is facing up, and you might want to leave your left hand right where it is, or maybe move it to the front of the mat. Your choice. Breathe here, 4 deep breaths. Breathe into your right shoulder. And slowly bring that left hand back in front of your face if you have it in front. Go ahead and lift your right hand back up, following the thumb with your gaze one more time all the way to the ceiling. Exhale, go ahead and plant your right hand down. Other side now, left hand up, following the thumb with your gaze. Exhale, thread the needle underneath your right armpit, planting your left shoulder down. Your left palm is facing up. You can leave your right hand where it is or move it to the front of the mat. Breathe here, 4 deep breaths, breathing into the left shoulder. Slowly bring your right hand back if you have it out. Extend the left hand one more time up, all the way up to the ceiling. Exhale, plant that left hand down. Go ahead and leave your hips right above your knees. Walk your hands forward, walk, walk, walk. And when you've reached your limit, go ahead and melt your heart down and plant your forehead or your chin down into the mat. Puppy pose, Anahatasana. Breathe into the opening that you feel around your chest and breathe into your armpits here. Slowly walk your hands back, coming back into your tabletop. Then you take your right leg back, coming onto the ball of the right foot. Hold it here strong. Then kick your left leg back, ball of the left foot coming into a strong plank pose from here. Push the mat away, light round in your upper back. Spread your fingers wide. Grip the mat with your fingers. Suck in your belly button. Squeeze your quads up. Strong plank pose here. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower all the way down to the mat, slowly squeezing your elbows in. Hands come right underneath your shoulders. Release the tops of the feet down. Inhale, baby cobra. Peel your heart up. Exhale, forehead comes to mat. One more time. Inhale, baby cobra. Peel your heart up. Squeeze your elbows in. Exhale, forehead to mat. Last time. Inhale, baby cobra. Peel your heart up. This time, maybe lift your hands up off the mat. Hold it here. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, forehead to mat. Take a deep breath in here. exhale, press up into a downward facing dog, shifting your hips back and then lifting them straight up. Start pedaling your legs out in downward facing dog, bending one knee, pressing the opposite heel to the mat, and then changing sides. Breathe into your calf muscle. Breathe into your hamstrings if your stretch gets all the way up there, maybe even into your glutes a little bit. Moving slowly and mindfully with your breath. And then come to a still down dog. Push the mat away, bringing your chest closer to your thighs. Drop your heels down to the mat, maybe keeping a soft bend in your knees. Go ahead and take 2 deep breaths in a still down dog. On your next inhale, slowly walk your hands back to your feet. Grab opposite elbows and take ragdoll. Hanging heavy from your waist up, allowing the weight of your head to pull your spine down, elongate your spine down to the mat. Maybe sway from side to side like a pendulum. Shake your head, yes. Shake your head, no. And then release your hands down to the mat and walk them back forward into a plank pose. Again, finding that really strong plank with your heels right above your toes, pushing the mat away, sucking in your belly button and squeezing your quads. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, lower all the way down, squeezing your elbows by your side. Maybe drop your knees down, coming all the way down to the mat. Locust pose, Salabhasana. Bring your hands by your side. Press your pelvis down, press your hips down. On the next inhale, peel everything up off the mat, reaching your fingertips back, reaching your toes back, resting on your pelvis here. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release. Wiggle your hips out just for a breath or two. Round 2, locust pose, interlacing your fingers behind you this time. Press your hips down and peel everything up off the mat on your next inhale, resting on your pelvis. Reach your knuckles back, lift your heart up, reach your toes back. Hold it here, breathe, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Again, wiggling your hips out just for a breath or two, or maybe windshield wipering your legs from side to side. Round 3, locust pose. This time, bring your arms out in front of you. Your thumbs are facing up. On your next inhale, reach everything up, resting on your pelvis. Hold it here, reach your toes back, reaching your fingers forward, Superman. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Bring your hands right underneath your shoulders and press back into a child's pose, narrow-legged child's pose. So knees together, sitting back on your heels, allowing your shoulders to melt into the mat, reaching your arms by your side, palms face up. Seed pose or child's pose, traditional child's pose. Just for a breath or two to allow your spine to neutralize here. On your next inhale, reach forward, coming into a tabletop. Exhale, press back up into a downward facing dog. From your downward facing dog, lift your right leg up, bend your knee and open your hip. Keep pressing evenly through both shoulders. Press that left heel back down if it wants to come up. Breathe here into that hip opening. Reach the right knee up to the sky. One more inhale. Exhale, bring that leg through, plant it between your hands for Anjaneyasana. Drop the back knee down, uncurl your toes and come straight up first. Tuck your tail in, suck in your belly button, and then move your hips forward and down. I like to keep my knee above my ankle, but it's not required. If you feel comfortable moving it past, then you can do that, but keep that engagement in your core and keep tucking your tail in. If you want, you can reach your fingertips up to the sky, biceps by your ears. Breathe here, 3 deep breaths in Anjaneyasana. Drop your fingertips down, tuck your back toes for a variation of half split, sitting all the way back onto your back heel, onto your left heel. Extend the right leg out, dig your right heel into the mat and isometrically draw it towards your face, like you're drawing a line in the sand towards your face. Your toes are flexed and pointed towards your face. Maybe moving your hands behind you, fingertips face the other way. Inhale, elongate your spine. Exhale, fold over that right leg, breathe into your right hamstring. Inhale, slowly come back up into Anjaneyasana. Let's take a open twist, planting your left hand on the mat, reach your right hand all the way up to the ceiling, turning your gaze up to your right thumb. Breathe here. Plant your right hand back down. First vinyasa to down dog. Take your right leg back, plank pose. Lower chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Once you're in your downward facing dog, lift your left leg up, bend your knee, open your hip. Breathe into the opening of your hip. Keep lifting the left knee up to the ceiling. Drop your right knee back down. Sorry, right foot back down. One more inhale. Exhale, bring that left leg through, plant it between your hands for Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Drop your back knee, uncurl your toes and come up straight. Tuck your tail in, suck in your belly button and move those hips forward and down to breathe into the right hip flexor. If you want, you can bring your arms up, biceps by your ears. 3 deep breaths here. Breathe into that right hip flexor. Drop your fingertips to the mat. Tuck your back toes in and sit all the way back onto your right heel. Extend the left leg out, dig your left heel into the mat and draw a line towards your face isometrically, as if you're drawing a line in the sand. Maybe your fingertips come behind you. Inhale, elongate the spine to the front. Exhale, fold over that leg, breathe into your left hamstring. Maybe you feel a slight stretch in your right toes as well. Breathe into it. Inhale, slowly come back up, planting your left foot back down. Right hand plants down this time. Take your left hand up for an open twist. Gaze at your left thumb. Plant your left hand on the mat. Right foot meets the left foot at the front of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Reach the crown of the head forward. L shape here. Suck in your belly button. Exhale, fold forward. Let your head and neck go. Inhale, reach all the way up to an upward salute. Interlace your fingers. Exhale and lean over to the right, standing half moon. Breathe into the left side of the body. 3 deep breaths here. Moving in a lateral plane, so you're not rounding, but maybe you even take your gaze up to the ceiling. Inhale, slowly come back up. Exhale, lean over to the left, half moon to the left, maybe gazing up underneath your right armpit, all the way to the ceiling. Breathe into the right side of your body. Inhale, slowly come back up. Exhale, hinge at the hips and fold it all the way down, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, take it back to plank chaturanga or knees touch chin. Drop your knees if you want to. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Once you're in a downward facing dog, take a deep breath in and exhale it out. On your next inhale, lift that right leg up, bend your knee, open your hip again. Take one deep breath. Exhale, bring that leg through, plant it between your hands, spin the back foot 90 degrees, warrior two. Keep that back leg strong and generous bend in your front knee. Reaching your fingertips to both sides of the room, strong, stable warriors. Inhale, reverse your warrior. On the exhale, straighten your front leg, reach forward and take Trikonasana, triangle pose. Drop your right fingertips, take your left hand up. We're going to do some shoulder circles here. On your next inhale, reach your left hand to the front. Exhale, rotate it all the way down to the mat and take it in a big circle up again. Inhale, reach the right fingertips to the front. Exhale, big circle all the way up. Last time, inhale, reach the fingertips as far to the front as possible. Exhale, big rotation all the way up to the top, reaching the fingertips to the ceiling. This time, hold it here for 3 deep breaths in Trikonasana. Breathe into your groins, into the insides of your legs, finding your balance here. One more inhale. Exhale, drop that left hand down and come into a runner's lunge, spinning the back foot up. You're in a runner's lunge. Lift your heart up. Your fingertips are down on the mat. You're lifting your heart up, keeping that back leg strong. From here, we're going to transition straight to Vasishthasana, side plank on the left. So plant your left hand down. Bring that right foot maybe in one single swoop or several steps back to your, on top of your left foot. Reach your right hand up to the ceiling, Vasishthasana, side plank. You want to keep it strong by lifting your hips up, maybe lifting your top leg up as well, your right leg up as well. Hold it here, 3 deep breaths. One more inhale, reach up, lift your hips up even higher. Exhale, plant your hand back down, Vinyasa to down dog. Or maybe you skip the Vinyasa and come straight to a down dog, your choice. Once you're in a downward facing dog, take a deep breath in through the nose and exhale it out. Inhale, lift your left leg up this time. Bend your knee, open your hip up. Again, breathing into that opening you feel in the hip. One more inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring that leg through, plant it between your hands. Back foot spins 90 degrees, coming up into a warrior two on the other side. Gazing over your left fingers this time, externally rotating that front knee, so don't let that knee cave in. Keeping that back leg strong. Inhale, reverse your warrior. On the exhale, straighten your front leg. Reach your left fingertips forward and take Trikonasana, dropping your left fingertips down, reaching your right hand up. We're going to do those shoulder circles again. So inhale, reach your right fingertips to the front. Exhale, big circle, taking those fingers down to the mat and back up. One more time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, big circle all the way up. Last time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, big circle all the way back up to the top. Hold it here in Trikonasana. Gaze down at your big toe or up at your right thumb. 3, 2, last one here. One more inhale. Exhale, slowly drop your right hand down, spinning your back foot up, coming into a runner's lunge. Peel your heart to the front. Hold it here, breathe. Keep that back leg strong. We're going to do that transition one more time to Vasishthasana, side plank on the right. So plant your right hand down and slowly, in one single swoop or maybe slowly in several steps, step that left foot on top of your right foot, reaching the left hand up, Vasishthasana, side plank. Lift your hips up, maybe lift your top leg up. Hold it here, 3 deep breaths. One more inhale. Exhale, plant that left hand back down, Vinyasa to down dog. Three deep breaths in downward facing dog. Maybe you want to drop your knees and take child's pose. Or maybe you can find that connection with your breath in downward facing dog. On your next inhale, look up to the front, step walk or lightly float to the top. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach all the way up, upward salute. Exhale, palms to heart center and down by your side. Take your feet hip distance apart. I'm going to do some stretching in our hamstrings and hip flexors. Moving from chair pose to Uttanasana a few times. So feet are hip distance apart. So this is a modified chair pose. On your next inhale, sit down into your chair, push your hips back, lift your heart up. Hold it here in a strong chair just for count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, chair pose one more time. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, last time. Exhale, fold. Inhale and half lift. Exhale, take it back to plank chaturanga. Up dog. And downward facing dog. From your downward facing dog, take a deep breath in. And exhale all the air out. Come up high onto your toes. Lifting your heels up and roll forward to your plank on your next inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, send your hips back and lift them straight up, downward facing dog. 2 more times like that. High onto the balls of your feet, roll forward, ripple forward to a plank pose, strong plank, pushing the mat away, lifting your head up. Exhale, send your hips back, bending your knees close to the mat and lift your hips straight up, downward facing dog. Last time like this, come up high onto the balls of your feet, roll forward to a plank pose. Exhale, bend your knees, send your hips back and lift them up, downward facing dog. Look up to the front and jump through to a seat. Coming into Dandasana to start with. Palms by your side or on blocks. Remove the junk if you want from underneath you. Pressing the palms down, tucking your chin and sucking your belly button. Keep those legs active by flexing your heels, by pushing your heels out and flexing your toes to your face. Breathe here. Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. So we're going to start walking. You can use a strap here if you want, or just grab a hold of anything you can reach. Walk your fingertips forward, walk, walk, walk. Inhale, lift up, look up, elongate your spine. Exhale, find your hip bones, hinge at the hips and walk a little bit more. Grab a hold of your shin, your ankle, or maybe your big toes. Last time, inhale, elongate your spine. Exhale, suck in your belly button to make space and fold. Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. Breathe into your hamstrings here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last time, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift up, look up, elongate your spine. Exhale here, and then release. Reverse tabletop, reverse plank. I'm going to show you a reverse tabletop first. If you know reverse plank, you can take that. Your hands are planted behind, palms are planted behind you. Fingertips are facing your bum. They are not facing away from you. Plant your feet on the mat. Press your hands down, press your feet down. Lift your hips up on your inhale, coming into a reverse plank. Take your head back, gaze up at the ceiling. Breathe here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Coming back down onto the mat, extend your legs out, round 2, Paschimottanasana. Again, grabbing a hold of what you can, walk your fingertips forward. Grab a hold of your shin, your ankle, or maybe the outside of your feet this time. Inhale, lift up, look up, elongate your spine. Exhale and fold forward. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift up, look up, elongate your spine. Exhale here. And then release, planting your hands down behind you for round 2 of reverse plank, reverse tabletop, Purvottanasana. If you're coming into a reverse plank, you want to point your toes so that your feet can plant on the mat when you raise your hips up. On your next inhale, press your hands down, lift your hips up, press your feet back down into the mat, gaze up at the ceiling, hold it here for 5, 4, 3, keep lifting your hips up, 2, 1, and release slowly all the way down, round 3, Paschimottanasana. Again, reaching your fingertips forward, grabbing a hold of what you can grab. Inhale, lift up, look up, elongate your spine. Exhale, fold, 3 deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift up, look up, elongate your spine. Exhale here. And then release. Planting your hands down for the last round of Purvottanasana, reverse tabletop, reverse plank, your choice. So point your toes if you're coming into a reverse plank. On your next inhale, press your palms down, lift your hips up, press your feet down into the mat and gaze up at the ceiling. Hold it here for 5, 4, keep lifting your hips up, 3, 2, 1, and slowly come all the way down to the mat. Grab the backs of your thighs and roll all the way down onto your backs for bridge pose, Setubandha Sarvangasana. Grazing the backs of your heels with your longest finger. This is to make sure that your knees are right above your feet. You're going to take single-legged bridge, a different variation that gets into your outer hips. And then we'll come into wheel for the last round if you want, or you can stay with a regular bridge. So on your next inhale, press your feet down and lift your hips straight up, shooting your tail forward. Lift your right leg up and cross it over, planting your right ankle on top of your left thigh. Keep lifting your hips up, hold it here and breathe. 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and slowly release all the way down to the mat. Take your feet as wide as the mat and windshield wiper your legs from side to side. Round 2 of bridge pose. This time we'll take the other side. If you did this side, press your feet down, press your palms down, lift your hips up, shoot your tail forward so that you have one straight line from your knees to your hips to your shoulders. Take your left leg up this time, cross it, cross that left ankle over your right thigh. Keep your hips lifted, breathe here. Notice where you feel the stretch for 3, 2, 1. One more deep inhale. Exhale, lower down slowly, all the way down to the mat. Release that foot. Take your feet as wide as the mat again, and windshield wiper your legs from side to side. Round 3, bridge pose, wheel pose, your choice. Grazing the backs of your heels again, setting up, feet hip distance apart. Press your feet down. Lift up into a wheel or a bridge, anything, get your hips up. Maybe if you're in a bridge, you can interlace your fingers underneath you by rolling one shoulder and the other. If you're in wheel, press your chest through your arms, hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you're in wheel, tuck your chin and gently land on the back of your head. If you're in bridge, slowly release your shoulders and come all the way down to the mat. Knees fall wide, soles of the feet touch. Supine butterfly, Supta Baddha Konasana. Staying here for 3 deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more like that. Bringing your knees into your chest, give them a tight squeeze and rock from side to side. Massage your lower back here. Now grab the backs of your thighs and rock up and down, massaging the entire length of your spine. Maybe coming for a moment into Halasana, plow pose at the back, tapping your toes to the front. Do this a few times. And then cross your ankles at the front to shoot back into a downward facing dog. Once you're in a downward facing dog, take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale it out. Look up to the front, step or walk between your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, reaching your fingertips up to the sky. Exhale, palms to heart center and down by your side. Getting a little more into your hamstrings, separate your feet hip distance apart. Hands to your hips. Inhale, peel your heart open. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Send your hips back as you hinge at the hips and fold all the way down. Maybe keeping a generous bend in your knee. Grab a hold of your big toes with your peace fingers. Step onto those toes by rolling your weight forward, less weight on your heels, more weight on the balls of your feet. Inhale, elongate your spine to the front, just like a half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, go ahead and hinge from the hips and use your lats and biceps to pull your head down, allowing your head and neck to release. Breathe into the deep stretch that you feel in your hamstrings. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, go to your deepest point. Exhale. Inhale, half lift one more time. On the exhale, slide your palms all the way underneath your feet for Gorilla Pose, Padahastasana. So reaching all the way to your wrists. Again, roll the weight forward so that you're really massaging the palms. Inhale, half lift. You might have a generous bend in your knees. That's okay. Exhale and fold forward. This is not only a hamstring stretch, but this is a great stretch for your wrists because we are sitting at our desks and flexing our hands all day long. So get that full benefit by maybe walking your feet out a little bit, massaging your palms. Hold it here, 3 deep breaths again. Inhale, one more time, half lift, reach the crown of the head forward. On the exhale, bring your hands to your hips. Inhale, press your feet down and come all the way up to standing. Exhale, release. Take your hands out in front, thumbs face up to the ceiling. We are going to squat down for a count for very, very slowly. A couple of different squat options here. So send your hips back like in chair pose, keeping your hands out, thumbs face up. Suck your belly, suck in your belly button, tuck your tail in. Hold it here, breathe like a quarter squat for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go a little bit deeper. Your thighs are now parallel to the mat. Hold it here, breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come all the way down to the mat. Maybe move your feet a little bit wider, coming into Malasana. Drop your tail down, lift your heart up, maybe placing a block underneath your bum. Here is an option. Press your knees away with your elbows, but your knees are pressing back into your elbows like a spring action here. Breathe, breathe into your hips. Reach your left hand diagonally across you to plant it on the mat. Right hand reaches up towards the opposite side for a twist, spinning your heart to the right. Staying here, or if you have that bind in your practice, then you want to internally rotate that right arm and move it, reach it behind you to grab a hold of your left fingertips. Keep spinning your heart to the right and breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Coming back to Malasana. Let's take the other side, reaching your right hand out, planting it on the mat. Take your left hand up, and you can just choose to stay here in this open twist. Or if you want to take the bind, internally rotate your left arm, left shoulder to reach around to grab a hold of your right fingers. Keep spinning your heart open to the left. Breathe here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Coming back to Malasana just for a breath. And come all the way down to your bums, both toes, testing that hip flexor strength here. I'm going to do a few both tucks. So plant your hands behind you. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, tuck your knees into your chest. Keep your chest lifted. You don't want to round your back. Inhale, extend your legs out. Exhale, tuck it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, tuck it in. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Drop your feet down. Grab the backs of your thighs one more time and roll all the way onto your backs. Hug your knees into your chest and rock from side to side. Hug your right knee into your chest. Extend the left leg out onto the mat. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale, forehead comes to knee. Press your lower back into the mat, crunching it in. Inhale, head and shoulders come back down. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, head and shoulders come back down. On the exhale, lift your right leg up to the ceiling for the hamstring stretch, use a strap here if you want, or maybe grab a hold of the back of your thigh or the back of your shin. Reach the heel up to the ceiling. So notice when you reach the heel up to the ceiling, you'll notice the stretch going all the way down to your glutes. With each inhale, see if you can straighten that leg a little bit more. Unless you're hyper flexible, you don't want to hyperextend it. With each exhale, pull that leg a little bit closer to you. Keep that left foot active. Your left heel is digging into the mat. Breathe into the back of this leg. Go ahead and grab the outside of your right leg or your right calf with your left hand. Reach your right hand out as a T and take that right leg over to the left, twisting it over your body for a supine twist variation. Try to keep both shoulders on the mat. Keep that leg extended if possible, grabbing the back of your thigh or the back of your shin. Gaze to your right. Slowly come back to the center. Give that right knee a tight squeeze. Bring that left foot on the mat, bringing the left knee up. Plant your right ankle on top of your left knee for a figure 4 stretch. So just pressing the right knee out here, keeping that right foot active, which means you're flexing the toes and pointing them to the front. Maybe this is enough for you to feel that stretch in your outer hip. If you want a little bit more, you can interlace your fingers at the back of your thigh, left thigh, and bring that leg in. You can relax your left foot, but keep that right foot active and press the right knee out. And if you're super flexible in your hips, maybe you can interlace your fingers over your shin and bring that leg in, left leg in, but trying to keep your tailbone down into the mat. Breathe here. Drop that left foot into the mat, variation 2 of supine twist. You're going to allow your figure 4 stretch. You're going to keep that figure 4 shape, but allow your figure 4 stretch to kind of fall over to the left. So right foot plants on the left side of the mat, taking your arms out as a T or cactus arms. Relax your left foot into the mat. So your right foot is planted on the mat on the left side. Very gentle supine twist here. Slowly come back to the center. Release your right foot. Extend it long and strong on the mat. And hug your left knee into your chest. Give it a tight squeeze. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale, crunch it in, forehead to knee, press your lower back down. Inhale, head and shoulders come back down. Exhale, crunch it in, forehead to knee. Inhale, head and shoulders come back down. Exhale, take that left leg up, grabbing the back of your thigh or the back of your shin at your calf muscle, or maybe using a strap here. Keep pressing the heel up to the ceiling. And with each inhale, see if you can slightly extend that knee out. With each exhale, pull that leg in a little bit closer to you. Now take the right hand on the outside of your left leg, either at the thigh or the calf. Take your left arm out as a T and bring that left leg over to the right, twisting it over your body. Gaze to the left. Trying to keep both shoulders on the mat. And you may notice that this side is a little bit different from the other side, which is okay. Slowly come back to the center. Give that left knee a tight squeeze. Bring that right knee up by planting the right foot on the mat. Take your left ankle on top of your right thigh. And maybe this is where you want to stay by pressing your left knee out and keeping that left foot active. If you want a little bit more, you can interlace your fingers at the back of your thigh, right thigh, and bring that right leg in. You can relax your right foot, but keep that left foot active. Keep pressing the knee out. Supine pigeon or figure four stretch. And maybe if you have really great hip opening, you can interlace your fingers over your right shin. But try to keep that tailbone down. Breathe into the left outer hip here. Drop your right foot on the mat. You're going to allow your figure four to fall over to the right by dropping your left foot over to the right, taking your arms out as a T or cactus arms. Gaze to your left. Gentle supine twist here. Slowly come back to the center and hug both knees to your chest. Give them both a tight squeeze and maybe rock from side to side. Come back to the center. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale, bring your forehead to your knee, crunching into a tight ball, curling your tailbone up. Take a deep breath. One more time. Hold that breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Exhale, Shavasana. Drop your feet down. Extend your legs out to the opposite ends of the mat, taking up as much space as you want. Allow your ankles to fall open. Release your shoulders from underneath you. Take your arms by your side, palms face up. Maybe tuck your chin in slightly so that the back of your head is comfortably resting on the mat with no arching in your neck. Let go of your ujjayi breath or any control you have over your breath now. Allow your body to sink into the mat and start taking stock of your body. How do you feel now? Notice your hips and allow them to sink heavily down into the mat. Soften your belly. Soften your chest. Notice your shoulders and allow your shoulders to relax completely and heavily into the mat. Soften your jaw. Soften your lips. Soften your eyes and your eyelids. Close your eyes down. Soften your forehead, uncreasing all the wrinkles that you have there. Soften the space between your eyebrows. And then rest here in quietness for a few breaths, assimilating the effects of your practice today.